if we're going to be honest about hip hop, it's always been capitalistic. And by that, I mean, since its inception, it's always about getting money. Now, with that being said, I don't take out the fact that hip hop is street urban culture. Ultimately, that street urban culture is about getting money. It's about rising out of poverty or using other means to, help live your life or to climb your way out of whatever state you're in, whatever lower state you're in. So hip hop, if it's street urban culture, it's from the hood. And the hood in itself is capitalistic. It's a very vulnerable yet very survivalistic in that aspect because it does harm the innocence of the weaker people in that population. Hip hop wasn't necessarily punk, right? Because I wanted to say, hip hop is rebel music. I did hear somebody say that. I did watch a video where somebody did say hip hop was rebel music. I don't think it's rebel music. I think hip hop plays into the system. Hip hop even plays into this conservative mindset. You have to pull yourself up out the bootstraps. We always have these like getting out the mud stories. We always have these stories about I gotta do it on my own. I gotta get out here. That rugged individualism. But somehow that's been okay to promote in hip hop for the longest. And it could go from mainstream hip hop to I guess the underground in the streets hip hop. And for me, I think we just got to be honest. We really just got to be honest. And it's American. Hip hop is American music. That is an American mindset. That is a right wing American mindset to have. And there's no surprise that you see a lot of older rappers have those mindsets, even if they claim to be on the other side. You're not leftist. There are a few leftists. I think there are a few leftist rap artists. Killer Mike claims to be on the left, especially with Bernie and all that, but I don't think he's leftist. Like if you watched his series, I forgot what it's called, but he had a Netflix series. And he pretty much showed you his politics. You see how his politics evolved when it came to Stacey Abrams and her governor's race for Georgia. I can see that in my real life. So where I live, I can tell you on one end of the street is more destitute, right? On the other end of the street, it's affluence. And by affluence, I mean there's a big mansion. A big mansion that everybody goes to for certain events. And there's a rapper who lives there. If I describe to you like the literal income equality that you could walk down the street, all the way down the street and see from impoverished to the middle class to the affluence. And not only on that street, because the rapper has the mansion. So this rapper has the mansion. So y'all know who I'm talking about. Not only that, but we also have another symbol of hip hop with the billboards on the street, right? And you see who that rapper is because he also advertises his his promotions or whatever he wants to market on the billboard. Two examples of wanting to be a part of influence, having that mentality, because also on that same street, since we're going at it, it ain't just rappers. Also on that same street, we also have a preacher who wants a private jet, or I guess he got it. He ended up getting it with his congregation, but his congregation pretty much gave him money, not necessarily to help the people out of the congregation, because he said God want him to have a private jet. But that's besides the point. I don't know when exactly the narrative really claimed that hip hop's supposed to be rebel music. It's only rebellion to, I'll say, white supremacy, maybe. And I say it's a big maybe. That's another argument. My argument is it's not rebelling against the capitalist structure that we have. It's trying to create another space to exercise why we're American also, and basically saying that we have the same thoughts as everybody else, even the conservative white people in America, because we too believe in the American dream, and we too believe that it's okay to climb on top of people to get what we need to get.